Hi guys, it's me Toby Tutoring, and today I'm going to show you how to make a strawberry boba drink. This is more of a technique instead of a recipe since I don't really measure stuff. Toby Tutoring! Alright, so you'll need a few things. First, a food processor or a blender, frozen strawberries, of course boba balls. There are many different types, like green tea, black tea, rainbow, or brown sugar. I love the brown sugar type, but the only thing to keep in mind is it's very fragile, so be careful when cooking it, or you'll have a puddle of dust. You will need sugar. This is optional, but boba straws are great. They are bigger in diameter to allow the boba to be sucked up. Any type of glass you wish. I chose these little cute IKEA glasses. A pot to cook the boba. Water to cook the boba. Some people measure this, but I don't. I just add enough to allow my boba to float around when they're cooking. And then I'm going to use scissors to cut the boba straws to a better length for my cups. Alright, now it's time to cook. Get your pot of water and set it to a boil. Today I'm going to be using the brown sugar boba balls. Slowly pour them in. Stir it slowly at the beginning so that they don't stick to the pot. Once they float around to the top, you don't really have to worry about stirring as much. Now notice it's starting to change into a darker color. We want it to a really dark brown. So put the lid on and leave a little crack. We will let this cook at a boil for 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, notice now the water is more of a thick goo. This is pretty good, but the center of the boba isn't cooked all the way through. That's okay. Put the lid on, take it off the stove, and let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. The heat and steam will help cook it some more. Now let's make our smoothie. Get your strawberries and add them into a blender along with some sugar. So add a little at a time, blend it and taste it. Now add a little liquid to help the blending. You can substitute water for juice. Now blend it to your desired texture, and once it's done, give it a little taste just to make sure it's sweet enough. Okay, now time is up and the boba look great. Get a strainer and drain the boba. Run it through cold water to stop them from sticking to one another. Once you drain it and put it into a container, add some sugar. The amount really depends on you. Since you've already cooked it, the sugar doesn't really seep in, but it'll make a little syrup from the remaining liquid, and it helps to keep them from sticking to each other as well. Now it's done. Add boba to the bottom of a glass and then pour your smoothie. Any fresh fruit is great for a smoothie, but boba is more texture than anything else, so you can add it to a lot of different types of drinks. Now enjoy a fresh boba smoothie. Thanks for watching. There are a lot of other recipes and ways to cook boba, but I like this way since it's quick and chewy. One thing to keep in mind that is if you leave this in the fridge overnight, it will become hard and too uncooked in the center. I fixed this by cooking it in boiling water for about 5 to 8 minutes, or until the balls become the right texture again. Transition music by Tam Music. You can visit them at www.tammusic.com. Background music by Kevin MacLeod, and you can visit him at www.incomputech.com. Programs used to edit the video are Adobe Premiere Pro CS5 and Adobe Photoshop CS5. Equipment used are an Audio-Technica 2020 USB microphone and the Canon Rebel T1i DSLR with a 50mm macro lens.